Let's consider two aspects of difficulty in this world. First, difficulty can simply be the result of living in a broken, fallen world. Difficulty just is. Typhoons, hurricanes, earthquakes, wildfires, floods, car accidents, painful relationships, disease, sickness, broken bones, hair loss, acne, heart attacks. Everything in this world is broken and falling apart, and we live right in the midst of it with nowhere to run and hide. Even though we might call each of these natural phenomena, we must realize that God controls the placement of every germ in this world. He controls the placement of every lightning bolt. Every mosquito bite is under His control. He is right there in the midst of every painful event in this world, even traumatic ones, and could stop any of them at any moment if He chose to do so. That's a difficult reality for us to ponder, but ultimately, any difficulty that results from living in a fallen world is within His control to stop it. So, as difficult as it might be to understand, it is all for good. Even Joseph turned to his brothers after all the evil they had done to him and said, "You meant it for evil, God meant it for good." Simply unexplainable to us, but that is good biblical theology. Second, difficulty can be the result of discipline. We do wrong and we pay the consequences, whether a 2-year-old who breaks the rules of mom and dad or a 37-year-old who goes to prison for grand larceny. And we know theologically that the Lord disciplines His people. This is clear in the Old Testament with the basic theology found in the Mosaic covenant. Obedience brings blessing. Disobedience brings the curse or discipline. The Lord seeks to correct His people's behavior through discipline. We must note that the Lord's discipline looks very much like the result of living in a fallen world, meaning Israel could experience a famine, or an enemy nation would conquer them, resulting in loss of property and loss of life. A listing of the curses is found in Deuteronomy chapter 28 and Leviticus 26. Each curse looks like everyday, naturally occurring events, but each is a result of God's discipline. Israel's consequences for sin. Like a good parent, the Lord's discipline was clearly communicated prior to enforcing it. So, whether earthly parents or a heavenly Father, the goal of discipline is corrective, to turn a person back to a place where they can experience life and blessing.